In these challenging times, it can be easy to dwell on hardship and uncertainty. But in communities across the country, creative and generous people are finding ways to make things better. Tonight, the fathers bringing safety and smiles to school children just by being there. Here's Aaron Hayes.
What's going on?
Brandon Shields has gone back to school.
Thank you.
Countryside Elementary School,
Oh, another hug? Oh, thank you.
where dads like Brandon are an important presence.
I'm Rick Zapata. I'm Sherrick's dad.
I'm going to be all over the school, but especially lunch.
They're among the thousands of men known as watchdog dads who take a day off work
We are awesome.
and spend it at their local school.
Trey, you found it? Good job.
It started very small, just two dads worried about safety in their children's school.
And I really began to think about, well, okay, who's there that is making a difference and who's not there? And then it really just kind of hit me, well, there, somebody that's not there that could be there was me.
It sounded right.
They both volunteered at school, convinced other dads to join them, and the idea just took off.
It's called Watchdogs, or Dads of Great Students.
Watchdogs.
Watchdog. Watchdog. Watchdogs.
Watchdog.
Watchdogs. Watchdog. Watchdogs. Watchdogs.
Getting involved in your children's education can make a big difference in their success, especially in middle school. In tonight's school report, KLMU's Shannon Hogan shows us how a new program for dads has Centralia middle schoolers throwing high fives.
The vision of Watchdogs nationally, and obviously here too, is to get dads and other male role models involved in the lives of our students, not only their own children, but the lives of all of our students.
We come in, we meet the students, we get a chance to interact with them, eat lunch with them, and hopefully help make their education a little better. To come in and be a part of it and be accepted by the teachers and by the students, and really to help with the education process here at the school.
It makes me feel safer to know that somebody is keeping an eye on the kids other than the teachers, and it gives the teachers a chance to kind of sit down and not have to worry about us as much.
One school has a new security program that it's not keeping a secret. It doesn't involve security guards or equipment, but it is an extra set of eyes. It's called Watchdogs.
It's a non-threatening person who they might ask help when they might not want to ask their teacher, or they might feel like they could say to that parent, I'm really having a bad day, when they might not want to let their teacher or someone else know. We have dads out in the mornings as the kids are arriving, and they help us watch who's bringing kids, and they see kids get out of cars. They know kind of who's in the parking lot.
These watchdogs provide more than security, too. Many of these students have fathers who are away overseas, so these volunteers give them fatherly role models while their own dads are away.
Would see the look on their face and their reaction to you being here, then you would understand the feeling that a person like a male gets coming up here.
Most of the time the mothers are dropping the kids off or picking them up, and the father's always out working. But if you can get the opportunity to come and do it, it's a great opportunity to be with your kids and other kids also.
He takes time out of what he does to help me, and that means a lot to me.
This is a way to spend more time with the children and put a male presence in their life. I mean, I can hang out with her and her little friends, get to see them, get to spend time with them.
Anybody here? This is for you.
The push to recruit volunteer dads began at a school meeting late last week.
I was in charge of getting pizza for 10, and all of a sudden 200 dads were signed up, ready to come to school, and uncles and grandfathers and other significant male beings.
I think dads want to be involved, and they're looking for an avenue to do it, and they needed the structure and format. Mom can come in and kind of flow with things. Dads need to know what's going to happen next.
He's really funny and stuff, so he gets along with my friends at school and math and stuff, and all my friends like him, so.
When we have outside help, and maybe they can relay messages that we really can't get over, to the young males.
Well, I think there's a great need to get dads back into to the education process. They will go into the classroom that their child is in, work with the teachers, maybe reading to the class, helping with flashcards.
But this program will also help Hall with his job.
I can't be everywhere. I have the entire district to cover. I've got 5 buildings to take care of. Having that presence, if someone was going to think about doing something, maybe if they saw someone walking around, just being some extra eyes and ears, it might deter them from taking any type of action there.
As these watchdogs begin to patrol the halls, the big goal is just to be there.
Just be a good male mentor for kids in the school that don't have that male presence at home.
We've had uncles, we've had grandpas, we've had stepdads, anyone who's significant in their life.
We do a little bit of security, but mostly just being accessible and being role models for the students.
Having a male figure being out on the playground, throwing the ball around with them, and you get a lot of kids that, just want to have that involvement with the man being out there on the playground.
I think that oftentimes they don't know how to be involved, and so this really is a good format we give them very great specifics of what to do throughout the day and how they can be involved in the school.
Research shows that if a dad will, we call darken the doors of the school 3 times a year, that makes a huge difference. Most of the time when I see a dad, it's because there's a problem. And we want dads to be able to come to school when there's not a problem, when it's a positive situation.
We have brought the tie between the dads and the school back together. We've closed that loop. I think there was a gap there in the past, and I think that this program has helped feel dads that they are not only welcome at school, but that they are needed at the school.
And he'll sometimes do lessons of math or world history or just any subject. He'll teach it.
So your dad's pretty smart?
Well, the teacher kind of tells him what to do, so.
The dad finishes the day up and they'll say, Mrs. Borman, I feel like a rock star. I mean, it's a great experience for the dads and also the kids.
It's an amazing program for the dads to come to school and take time out of their work for their kids and to get the feel for what the teachers are going through, what the kids are going through, and just what the school needs help with.
It gives fathers an opportunity to be seen and vocal and more involved in their children's educational process. So many times mothers are carrying the load, and this gives fathers an opportunity to step up to the plate and get involved and be seen.
It works.
Manzano Mesa Elementary is the first school in New Mexico to adopt the National Watchdog program, and it has exploded.
It helps that the kids know there's somebody they can go to, or just throw the football at, the recess.
Good morning, guys.
It used to be having your parents at school was about as cool as having your mom dress you in the morning, but this new program is making these dads the heroes of the hallway.
We as fathers forgot what it's like to go to the 4th grade. And we think the 4th grade is like it was when we were in the 4th grade or when we were a junior in high school. This is a K through 12 program. When we go back to school and spend time with our middle school or senior high or elementary student, we realize, wow, this is not how it was when I was there. And there's a brand new level of appreciation for what teachers do. And dads walk out of there going, gosh, these guys got to get a raise. You talk about when things are tough and things are tight. This is the cheapest, most cost-effective capital asset we can have is the volunteer base of fathers and father figures. And I'll say it is for father figures tonight. In the greatest nation in the world, and the greatest nation in the history of mankind, 25 million kids, 40% of kids in this country will go to bed in a home without their dad.
Your model is so simple that it can be put in place in, rural America, inner city America, Absolutely. Any place, any kind of school.
We had over 110 dads to the very first kickoff. And that's in a school that was 240 kids.
It is phenomenal. Seeing these kids' faces absolutely light up when the dad walks in. They love it.
Many report fewer discipline problems when the dads are around, and they bring skills.
I'll give you a little tip. Take the hammer, hold it down way at the end, like this.
They just help out a lot, and I love it when my dad's a watchdog.
We need to really show that we're all here united for the kids, and we just have to always do that.
The great thing about it is I'm able to see my own children along the way.
Dads find it makes a difference at home, too.
There you go, baby.
Knowing what their child's school day is really like. And many who volunteer, dads and uncles and grandpas, too,
20. You got it.
are glad to be there for children who don't have a dad at home.
People ask me all the time, why has this been so successful? And the answer is really simple. It's the right thing to do.
You gonna be at practice tonight? Yeah. All right.
And that can make all the difference.